everyone, it's Shauna from Pay or Wait, and today I'm going to be reviewing Insecure Season 3, Episode 3, Backwards Like. And first, I just want to let y'all know, I just want to thank you guys for riding with me last week because I had a lot going on, okay? I was taking a couple of L's. I lost the key to my car, and I'm taking a couple more L's this week, so I had to order a new key. I didn't find a key to my car, y'all. I had to spend coins, almost a car note, to get another key made for my car. And then, after I get my key back, after not having a car from Sunday to Thursday, Saturday, my car just stops working. It just stops. Had to get it towed, ruined my whole night. So, you know what, next week I'll give you guys an update. I'm just praying that it's the key. There's something wrong with the key and how it wasn't programmed fully, but who knows? But we're gonna keep our eye, we're going to be optimistic, okay? So let's go ahead and let's get into this episode. So first we're going to talk about Issa and her job. So they've been exploring how she feels about her job at We Got Y'all. They're trying to find some more diversity hires, more people who actually match the demographics of the children that they're supposed to be helping. And so they're at this fair. And basically, Issa runs into this, like, first of all, these kids was lit, okay? They was lit. They was diverse, okay? They was playing with different types of music. Had the little, the Dia de Muertos. I didn't say that right, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. The Day of the Dead. They had the Day of the Dead face paint on. They was getting it. I was like, okay. I think it was called Beat Crew. It's called Beat Crew. And so she wanted to talk to them. And basically, the guy was like, hey, are you looking for a job? She's like, no, I got a job. And I was like, Issa, go ahead and get his card, okay? Because that seemed like something that was a better fit for Issa and understood like what Issa was trying to do. So I found it interesting that when they're doing this job interview with one of the black woman that they saw at the fair, you know, her Frida goes to leave the room to go get the program manager. And so basically she's talking to Issa and was like, oh, how long have you been here? She was like, oh, I've been here for 5 years. And she was like, oh, 5 years? Like, you must love your job. And then Issa was like, dang, like, she thinking to herself, like, nah, I really don't. Like, it just paid the bills. And so I think that this is a very interesting story arc because even for me, you know, and I don't get too much into my personal life, but last year I was actually laid off and I worked for like a Fortune 5 company, and I was laid off, and it really forced me to think like, do I like my job or do I just like my paycheck and that it pays my bills? But am I doing something that is actually fulfilling, something that I'm actually passionate about? Which is why I use my unemployment time to actually build up my YouTube channel even more and get more into what makes me happy to like work. And so I think it's interesting to show someone like Issa who, you know, she might have started, I think she definitely wants to give back to youth and that's something that she wants to do, but she's not happy in her current job because it doesn't allow her to truly do that. And so the contrast to Daniel, who is into music, who's producing beats and how he's doing something that he truly loves, and even seeing how when someone challenges you or they don't agree with your concepts or your vision, how he gets so upset. And then Issa is more so when they don't agree with what she says or they don't go along with the idea. She's just like, okay, whatever, like, who cares? And so I just find that so fascinating, so interesting, especially since this is something that I just went through. And so just to see both of these characters on two different spectrums, from someone who like truly cares about what they're doing, passionate about what they're doing, to someone who is kind of just going with the flow. And so we see Molly, who basically she started her new job. So the end of last season, she basically made the decision to leave the white law firm that she was working for and actually make partner at the black law firm. And so, you know, her thing was, oh my goodness, I'm going to be around black people. I don't have to code switch. I don't have to do anything crazy because I'm around my people. We can make jokes. We can do whatever. And I was just like, I don't necessarily feel it's going to be like that, Molly, but I'm going to go ahead and ride with you. But we saw that that's not really how it was. And so what Molly was having an issue with is that she kept saying, well, my old firm did this, my old firm did that, which was really annoying because I was like, girl, you don't work there no more. Let it go, B. Like, just let it go, girl. Just let go. It's all right. So it's interesting the conversation that they were having when Molly is talking about this with her girlfriends and how we are so judgmental on our own. And so sometimes where we might not be afforded the same capabilities as white firms, you know, it was funny to see how her reaction was, well, black people ain't never got it right. It always got to be the struggle bus with the black people or the black companies and black businesses and stuff like that. So I found their whole conversation interesting because those are like real conversations that people have. But I just felt like in Miley's situation, I just think that she needed to chill, especially because she is new. And I think for like your first 30 to 90 days, I feel like you just need to sit back and kind of just take it all in. And if there's ways that you can make things more efficient or make things better, I think you can introduce those new initiatives. But I just felt like Miley was doing way too much, like doing the most. And then even with her making these black jokes or things like that, I mean, I just felt like that was even too much. Like, you can make jokes, but we're still at work. Like, there's still some type of professionalism. And I don't know, I would almost take offense to it, almost as if she felt as though, well, this is a black firm, so we don't have to be as professional. Like, I don't know. It just bothered me a little bit. And it could be me just being weird, but you guys let me know how you felt about that. But we see that they make the joke, like, I'm surprised you won't go say, well, at my firm. And I was like, yeah, Miley, you deserve that, because you needed to chill out a little bit, because you was doing the most. So I just needed you to, like, take a chill pill. So I'm interested to see how she navigates through this new landscape of actually working with black co-workers and then trying to just accept that, like, this firm is different from where you were at. So let's get on Molly. Let's get on Molly and Daniel. I mean, not Molly and Daniel. I'm sorry, y'all. Issa and Daniel. Okay, like, y'all. Am I the only one who just doesn't care for their relationship? Like, I don't know. It's not doing it for me. And at first, when they started the episode, I was like, oh, okay. Y'all just gonna come right into it. And then I was just like, as they're like going through, Issa basically gets the job as the property manager. So they said her rent was $750. I said, $750? Do you need me to work the plunger? Because I can go ahead and take that job off your hands, boo boo. Like, what did you have to think about? And I found it interesting that Daniel, instead of just being like, hey, that's great, like, that's awesome, he was just like, well, why don't you just stay with me still? And I just felt like, but why? Y'all weren't together. Like, what are we doing here? So, I'm actually happy that Issa decided to take the property manager job and move out, because I do feel like they need their space. Like, you're basically putting yourself in another Issa and Lauren situation where if things went wrong, y'all had to both find other places to live. So I'm happy that she decided to take the property manager job. But I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I've never seen two people just not communicate with one another, and I just don't get it. And it's almost like, okay, Issa and Daniel's relationship is like having a crush on someone that you like never talk to. You just like them from afar, and you don't never say nothing, but in your mind you guys are in love, you're gonna get married, you're gonna have like a whole bunch of babies. And then when you actually talk to them, when y'all actually start dating, you just like, dang, I don't even like you as much. And that's how I feel about Daniel and Issa. And I just don't know how I feel about him versus Lawrence. And I don't want to compare the two, but I just found I was more invested in Lawrence. And I don't know if that's because it took 2 seasons of us being in Lawrence's life and trying to figure everything out, but I'm just not feeling the same connection with Daniel. And so Daniel's having an issue because he's basically working with the producer that Issa paired them up with. They all went to school, and so they're trying to come up with a new beat. And Daniel is getting in his own way of taking criticism. He believes in his work so much that he just does not feel that the critiques that were given to him was enough. And so he basically, when they're playing it for the artist, he basically switches it back to his track. He actually ends up liking both of the tracks, but basically it puts a rift in between the relationship between him and the other dude. I feel like his name is Khalil, but I could have made that up. And so Issa takes Daniel out for dinner and basically trying to thank him for everything that he's done. And she tells him that she's going to be moving out, taking the property manager role. And then he explains to her like what's happening. And I thought it was so cute how Issa kind of like got him out of his like funky mood, because I can't stand to be around somebody like they got a funky ass mood and you sitting up here trying to be positive and joy and just put joy into people's hearts, and you're just killing me. So I thought it was cute how she's like, oh, is that Jay-Z and Beyonce? Oh no, it's us, we cute. And I was like, okay, that was cute. That put a smile on my face. And it put a smile on Daniel's face. And so she basically asked him like, what's wrong? Hadn't been in a mood, like what's going on? And he explains the situation to her. She was just like, well, no, you're kind of wrong, because you shouldn't have just like blindsided him like that in the middle of the meeting. It was disrespectful, and I felt like you should apologize. And then he just went off on her like, you don't even care about your job. I don't even understand how you gonna tell me when you don't care about what you're doing. I always gotta save you out of a situation. Like, wow, what you were saying was true. You was disrespectful with it. You was real disrespectful. Your delivery was horrible. And it put a sour taste in my mouth. And it put a sour taste in Issa's mouth. So much that like they are back at home and they're asleep because they're both sharing the same bed. And then he tries to make small talk and it's just like, just apologize to her. But of course, no, I'm not gonna apologize. I'm gonna try to have sex with you. And so then he starts, going down on her and stuff, kissing her. And then I was like, Issa, you bet not, okay? And so she was going along with it. Then she was like, you know what? I can't do this. And I was like, thank you. Like, how you gonna give him something after he basically just like told you your whole life, just basically told you want shit? Okay, it's not okay. And so I was happy that she was like, nah, we ain't gonna do this. And so I just don't know how I feel about her and Daniel. I don't know what's gonna happen between the both of them because I just feel like maybe you guys are fighting for something that just died a long time ago. I just feel like y'all been through so much at this point. If y'all ain't made it now, y'all probably just not gonna make it. Okay, so I think that's basically like all my thoughts. I'm trying to think. Like, I just need to see more. I do want more of the girlfriend chats with all four of the women because I feel like they bring a lot of different perspectives. Like, even seeing, Amanda Seales' character talk about her baby. I know we don't like people like that because it's just too much, especially like all your friends are at different points of their lives. But I do appreciate how honest they are with Issa and how they don't try to like sugarcoat a lot of things. So I just want to see more of them. I want to see more of Kelly. She's so funny, especially when she called her a dumb bitch. I was just like, ooh, that was funny, but you weren't right. So those are my thoughts on Insecure Season 3, Episode 3, Backwards Like. As always, my name is Sharona from Pay Your Weight, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I will see you soon.